All right, so sometimes when you do these equations, you get different types of answers. So I want to go over what happens when you get these weirder types of answers. Also, this one's going to be a little bit longer because you do see parentheses. There's going to be some extra simplifying steps along the way. For instance, the first step I'm actually going to do is distribute here. I'm going to distribute that 4. And over here on the right side, I'm going to distribute this 3. So once I go ahead and do that, 4 times 3 is 12. 4 times x is 4x. I'm going to bring down this minus x. Bring down this 6. Distribute my 3 here, 3x. And 3 times 2 is going to be 6. So all I did so far was just take take that 4 and the 3 outside of the parentheses and multiply by both things inside the parentheses, and I did the distributive property. Right now, what I can do is I can do a little combining of like terms right there. 4x minus x, I know that's 3x. And on this side, I have a 6 and another positive 6. So I know that's 12. Now, there's a couple things I haven't done anything with, like the 12 on this side. I'm just going to bring it down. And the 3x on this side, I'm just going to bring that down. Now you might notice it already, but this equation is getting a little weird. If you look at both sides of the equation, they're the exact same thing right now. That says 12 plus 3x is equal to 12 plus 3x, which is obviously true because they're the same thing. Now I'm going to go a little bit further because I usually like to go a little bit further and show you what happens. So I'm going to actually start out, I'm going to subtract 12 on both sides, which now I just have 3x equals 3x. Now, anything I plug in for x is going to make this equation true. I mean, you want to see me try it? Let's go. I can plug in, let's say x is -5. Well, if I go and plug that in, well, it's 3 times -5 is equal to 3 times -5. Yeah, that's true. -15 does equal -15. So I plugged in -5, I got a true answer. What if I plugged in x is 8? So now it would be 3 times 8 equals 3 times 8. Yeah, that works too. 24 equals 24. What I'm getting at here is I could have chosen any value for x because my equation is the same exact thing on both sides. 3x is always going to equal 3x because whatever x equals, I have to plug it in for both of those sides. So basically, the value of x can be anything here. I backed it up real quick and I wanted to show you, because some of you might go ahead and try to solve this equation differently. Some of you might go and do minus 3x minus 3x. You'll get an equation that looks like this. 12 equals 12. That's going to be another sign that you could have plugged anything in for x and you would have gotten a true equation. 12 is always equal to 12. I can't plug there's no x left in the problem. So I can't plug anything in for x that is going to make this untrue. There's simply just no x there. You could even go one step further, subtract 12, and you're going to get 0 equals 0. When you do your whole equation and you get a true statement like this, essentially the answer you get is that there is infinite solution.